What's up everyone, it's a beautiful day here in New Zealand, so I figured it's a perfect time for me to replace the spark plugs, the ignition coils and the leads to go with them on the Rx8, just because the other day I started her up, she sort of struggled a little bit. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and that to me was an indication. I'm like, let's do that, then it's one less thing to worry about with the car. So I'll show you guys what I got here. This is all supplied by Boost Performance. Thank you very much to him for sorting it out, getting me the correct gear. So easy to deal with. If anyone needs any sort of aftermarket parts for their cars, hit up Boost Performance. Yeah, so here we go. I got some NGK leads and we got some NGK coils to go with it, 4 of them, and then some NGK laser iridium spark plugs. So hopefully this will do wonders for the car. I'm sure it will make it easier to start on those cold starts, and shouldn't make too much of a difference when it's hot. I don't think, well, sometimes they do. Rotaries are a bit iffy sometimes, but no, it should make it easier to start up whenever. So let's just get cracking on with it. Sweet, so now you can see in here the brand new coil packs. Those were really easy to get in. I'm a little bit out of breath, but it's actually really hot today. Nice, so now the next problem, well, not problem, the next thing that I've got to face now is swapping these old leads here, trying to get them down the bottom there to the spark plugs. That is going to be the next fun bit for me to deal with. So I think the easiest thing is going to be probably to jack the car up on that one side, so that way I can get under there and just have a little bit of a better look as to what I'm working with. To make things nice and easy, I've decided to take the front wheel off, just because I've read online it helps just to get underneath there and inspect everything. I had to end up using a rattle gun to get it off, because when they last put my wheels on at the shop, they must have used a rattle gun or something to tighten them up, and I just couldn't get it off by hand, it was too tight, so had to resort to that. But at least now it's off. Needs a bit of a clean underneath there, tidy up. I want to at some point re-tidy up these brake rotors. They've been painted pretty shoddily, and I actually want to do them purple to match the whole colour scheme that I'm going with the car, the whole grey and purple, just grey, black and purple, just to make the car really obnoxious and stand out. So yeah, anyway, let's get on to doing these leads. So I didn't actually have the deep socket that I needed to get it off, so I quickly rushed over to my granddad's place just to go borrow one from him. So I've got that now with a couple nice long extensions. And so you can see here, through there's the spark plugs. I've already dropped in one of the leads, so just got to get that one out. I'm just going to replace them sort of one by one, so that way I don't get any mixed up and that it all goes smoothly, rather than having to try and figure out which leads go to which spark plug. So I got the first spark plug out, and here it is. That thing is, oh, is that going to focus? I think it's fucked. Got the new ones here. Let's get that back in there. I can definitely see why I was having a problem starting, because yeah, those are just fucked. Now also, I don't have a torque wrench, naughty me. You're supposed to torque them to about 12 to 15 foot-pounds. I'm just sort of going to guesstimate it, not over-tighten them, not under-tighten them. Just, yeah. So, if everything fucks out, I guess we'll know that it's still definitely my fault considering I'm the one working on it. There we go, first one is on in there, nice and snug, all fits well. Actually not too hard to do, I found it easier than I thought it was going to be. But now let's get on and do the rest. Sweet, so I've got all the spark plugs on, got all the everything all hooked up. So what I might do now is chuck the math sensor back on the throttle body and quickly just give it a fire up. The GoPro's on 18%, so it's getting pretty close to dying. But what I'm going to do, we'll start it up, see how that goes, give the math sensor a bit of a clean just while it's all off, and give the throttle body a quick clean as well, just to clean all that up, and hopefully it breathes just a little bit better then. But I'll quickly fire up the car and we'll see how this goes. Sweet, so she's definitely sounding a lot better. A little bit just to get it started at first, but the fuel's quite low in there, and just because I had it on a bit of an angle, so I think it just took a little bit to get started, but seems to go heaps better. Just the feel of the engine seems to be just that little bit more responsive, like it's actually getting a bit of a spark now, and so it'll be nice to actually take this baby for a quick drive at some point. Might do that tonight, might do that tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now, I guess it's time to put the rest of the shit back in. So I've just taken the Rx8 for a drive. She seems to be running a lot better, a lot smoother throughout the entire rev range. Before it was sort of, you get to about 6,500 and it's sort of jolt and stop, not quite stop, but it was just sort of like stuttered for power, just in that little bit, and then it would take off again, whereas now it's just completely smooth throughout the whole rev range, which is real nice. I did have the problem with when I started it up, it just seemed to, like, if you didn't give it gas, it just died again. It would start up and then just the revs would just basically just drop back down to zero, when you just had to give it a bit of gas, and that would be all right, just as long as you were giving it gas. So the fuel light was on before, so I'm just wondering if maybe there wasn't any fuel going to it. I filled it up and it did it, but now that I'm back at home, it's managing to sit there quite nicely. So I don't know what that is. Maybe I'll have a look into it. Maybe that's probably the next issue that's on the list. But for now, she seems to be running well. I can deal with that other issue. So the GoPro ended up dying before I could finish filming the outro to the vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. And also don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. But awesome. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.